YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I got a banger for you guys here today. We got a 3-and-D 2-guard that's able to get some posterizing dunks. Now, you're not able to get elite posterizing dunks, but you're at least able to get the pro contact dunks off 2 and 1 foot, but also you're able to get silver posterizer as well with this build. You're able to get an 80 plus ball handling as well as a 90 plus 3-point rating, and you get an 89 perimeter defense with this build as well. So that's something that you guys are gonna have to take a look at in this video. So anyway, without further ado, let's show you how to make it. The shooting guard, right-handed, doesn't matter about all this stuff, just matters that it's a shooting guard. We're staying 6'5" with the 205 pounds, and we're actually going to drop our wingspan down to 6'8". Why? Because we can. And for our driving dunk, we're going to start with the major stats here. Our driving dunk is going to be an 85 because the 85 is what gives us the silver posterizer. And also, this is specifically made to be a 3-and-D 2-guard or 3-and-D type build, but with the ability to drive as well. But you're going to be called a 3-and-D 2-guard. So with that being said, that's the first most important thing there, at least according to what the person that I originally made this for wanted. And we're also going to throw in a whopping 95 3-point rating. The only reason why we're going to a 90 3-point rating and not anything higher is because it just takes up 2 whole overalls to get limitless range, but you're still able to get silver, limitless range, and you're also able to get deadeye. But the most important part is you're able to get guard up, you're able to get slippery off ball, you're able to get that catch and shoot and everything. Because you are a 3-and-D 2-guard, you're playing a shooting guard, you're more than likely playing the wing here, so it's not like you're gonna 100% need limitless range on Hall of Fame here, considering that it's going to take up 8 badges just to get it to Hall of Fame. Obviously, it's going to be your core badge if you do get a Hall of Fame anyway, but also it takes up 99 3-point rating. And also, I don't really think you're going to need it any higher than silver, especially if you're a wing player. If you're 100% focused on shooting, then yes, I would say have it as high as possible. But with this build, you're not going to be able to get to the 92 and then have everything else that you would want in this build as well. So with that being said, we're gonna have the 80 mid-range as well. We're just gonna bring it up since it's already up here anyway. So we have the 80 mid-range to 93 pointer, and then we just set our free throw to a default 70 for now, then we put the extra points into it later. So ball handling, we're gonna bring this up to only an 80 because that's all we really need it for, because we're also gonna have an 80 pass accuracy, and we're gonna have an 84 speed with ball. And the reason why we have the 84 speed with ball is so we can get that quick first step. As you can see, just that one attribute difference. And then also, if you bring it back down to an 80, you don't get that extra badge. And when you're at an 83, you get the badge, but might as well just use that extra 1 point so you can indeed get quick first step. Now also, another thing that's very, very interesting is that you also get quick first step from post control as well. So you can be a big man that has a lot of post control, but not a lot of speed with ball or ball handling, and still be able to get up to Hall of Fame quick first step, and also be able to get it just high in general. I just find that very interesting that just here, because we are a shooting guard, I just find it interesting that we are able to get or it says that we're able to get Hall of Fame quick first step with a 99 post control. I just find that interesting. So anyway, we're not going to touch the physicals yet because I definitely want to talk about the defense here, because the defense is going to be very important. Now, the defense is going to have the third most badges, because as you can see, we have 21 here and 24 in the shooting section, but we're only going to have 17 total badges in defense. And I bet you guys are wondering, Snoops, why is that? Why are you not having as much badges or as much badge points as you would think that we should have? Well, the reason for that is just because well, you don't really need badge points. It's all about the certain attributes. And with the way that this build is set up, with an 89 perimeter defense, with a 93 point shot, I mean, you tell me, is this a 3-and-D type of build just off of that alone? Also, we kept our ball handling at as low as an 80, so it's not going to corrupt the name or anything to be called something else. But also we have the strength and everything here, and we're gonna bring this up to a 75. I'm gonna bring this up to an 85. I'm gonna bring this up to an 80, bring that at a 70. This is usually what I have for my physicals, especially for a wing type of player. You don't need to be super fast or anything. That's what quick first step is for, alongside with clamp breaker and all these other badges, which you guys will hear me talk about later on. But I mean, the strength though, the strength, god tier if you are able to make it work out in your favor, just so you can also get that bully badge as well. Now I'm gonna have this at a 79 driving layup, and we're gonna have a 70 close shot, so we can get 16 badge points. So we are able to get some badges here. It's like the most important badges that you're looking for finishing is posterizer, which, if anything, you are able to get the 16 badge points. That's the only reason why we made it this way, is so we can still be able to utilize our attributes to be able to get the strength and the vertical and everything that we need for our physicals, as well as be able to get some playmaking, be able to keep our 93 point rating, keep our defense super high, but also making sure that we still get the 16 badge points required to get the tier 3 badges. So 100% it's going to be really good. And also here, it's not like you really need anything too special, because the reason why I say that, you can throw on Giant Slayer on gold, Fearless Finisher on silver, so that gives you 7 badge points there, and then you can run Bronze Acrobat if you want, or if you want to run Aerial Wizard on gold as well, you can, or just come up with a mosh posh of badges, or you can run Pro Touch if you are somebody that's going to be using the meter. Don't know why you'd use timing on layups anyway, especially online, but this is where it comes into play, where you can literally use posterizer as your core badge because it costs 6 points, and then you can use the rest of your points in either one of these badges here. If anything, I recommend either Slithery Finisher or Bully. Definitely recommend Bully if you're going to be driving a lot, but at the same time, don't really think it's going to be 100% necessary. It says improves the player's ability to initiate contact and get to the rim on layup attempts. You can do that. Also, you have the ability to have Slithery, which says increases the player's ability to slide through traffic, protect the ball from being stolen, and avoid contact during gathers and finishes at the rim. So you can do whatever one you want. We don't know particularly 100% if Slithery is as effective this year as it was the last couple years, or if it's about the same, or whatever the case may be. We don't know the effect of Slithery yet. And we also can say the same thing about Bully. We can literally say the same thing for Bully as well. So how we have everything set up here is, you know, we're able to get the 10 badges here, be able to get to tier 3, use posterizer as the core badge, and then probably put it on Bully, and then we're able to utilize one extra badge anywhere else that we so choose. But then also for shooting, we're also utilizing the fact that we can get silver limitless range. Like I said, you don't really need it on gold or Hall of Fame, really, especially when catch and shoot's gonna be doing a lot of work. Plus, trust me, you do not need a super high limitless range to be able to shoot from distance. Most of the time, you're not gonna be shooting from that deep anyway. So that's the main reason why. But guard up, Hall of Fame, that's 4. You can use catch and shoot, that's 9. Green machine if you so choose. And then also, out of all these badges, you can have blinders as your core badge. Then you can throw on limitless range. I mean, you can just throw on a mosh posh of different badges as you see fit for your play style, obviously. But for playmaking, obviously we have dimer, that's going to be very, very important. Needle threader as well, that's going to give you 5. Then you can run another 5 with quick first step being on gold. And then you can run that clamp breaker as well. And then you can use anything else if you want to run one of these other badges like handles for days, killer combos. But you can also just skip on all that if you so choose, because you are a wing player. But you can also use hyperdrive, unpluckable. You have bailout, which I definitely recommend. Vice grip is also very, very good to have as well, because you know you won't get stripped immediately after catching a pass or grabbing a rebound, etc., etc. So this right here, as a shooting guard anyway, this is made practically as a 2 guard, 3 and D2 guard. That's the reason why it's called that. So I mean, also we have this right here is just so we can get challenger as our core badge, get clamps as well, and then you can utilize all the other points over here. I recommend using the 6 on ankle braces, and then using some points on pick dodger. I'd say use pick dodger to silver at least. Have your challenger, then have clamps, and then you have 1 extra point to use, so you can get gold pick dodger if you want. It's totally up to you guys how you want to do it, or you can get the bronze chase down artist, which I don't really think you would need it, considering that you don't have that high of a block. But you know, some people like the idea of having chase down artists even with a low block rating, so they can at least get the animation going for them. But like I said, it's not like it's going to matter too much considering you don't have a block rating. Well, obviously, like I said, mosh posh, different badges, whatever you guys want to choose, but definitely run challenger as your core badge. Use clamps, ankle braces, definitely going to be good, and pick dodger as your main badges to take a look at. But anyway, that's going to be it for me, guys. Hope that you enjoyed this build. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the takeovers that you get right here. Obviously, you get lock, playmaker, sharpshooter, and finishing takes. Obviously, I'm just gonna pick a couple of takeovers that I would definitely use. Extreme clamps, limitless range, mainly because that's the reason why we made this build, because it's a 3 and D. But yeah, but usually what you want is that 85 driving dunk. That's very, very important, so you can get that silver posterizer. And also it's it'll be fine. It'll 100% be fine. But anyway, as long as you make the build like this or similar to this, maybe you mess around with a couple things, maybe you don't really care about the playmaking so much, so you nerf the playmaking a bit, and then you just sacrifice a little bit of that to get more defense, or maybe to get a little bit more finishing in your repertoire, who knows. But anyway, this is just the way that I made it. I feel like it's pretty good. It's balanced, it's all around. It's a great 3 and D2 guard that, I mean, obviously can play make and obviously be able to drive and dunk. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, so you guys don't miss out on any of these build videos that are coming out, as well as some My Team videos. So if you guys are My Team players, you guys will be able to see some My Team content on the channel as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.